EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And incomplete to open things up. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Yes,
Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. That electric Kansas City offense takes the field again, and a lot of the talk this year, understandably, has been about Patrick Mahomes, but really this is just a fun team to follow, is it not?
It really is, and when you think about their head coach, Andy Reid, and his ability to adapt to the talent he has, adapt to how they play football in 2018, to actually be ahead a little bit, because you see elements of college offenses in his. You see, of course, the spreading the field and throwing it to his fast guys like Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce does a little bit of everything at tight end. Kareem Hunt. I love this offense, and they're winning games essentially 42-28. Their defense has the benefit of playing essentially every game with a 14-0 lead. So this is how they're winning, not on lockdown defense, but really through exciting offense.
And now as the weather gets colder and they're having a good season, this is the time to be tailgating at Arrowhead. This is
no doubt. Smell that barbecue cooking and hear that crowd chanting and singing the national anthem. Home of the Chiefs.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
There we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And an alley to run. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
Green, 90. Green, 90.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Come on, defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Cover it all up. Come on, guys.
And on 3rd down and nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Mahomes to the former Ram, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And the kick by Butker is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Now, the Los Angeles Rams, they continue to be a great story this season. A solid team. That wonderful start, although they did lose Week 9, obviously, to New Orleans. So the 72 Dolphins celebrated again.
Yeah, they got a chance to hug it out and still be the last team to go undefeated in modern football. 17-0 that team was, but let's face it, no one shedding any tears for the Rams after that loss to New Orleans. They still have weapons galore on offense, a stout defensive front led by Aaron Donald, leading their division. They're aiming for the playoffs.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On the run, this is Hunt. Oh, a nice spin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle there by Mark Barron. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play. If we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. They'll try to run with Hunt. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Watkins for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are in for 6. point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And Coach has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break here. Goff. Flush to his right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking for
Come on.
It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone set.
Open.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Now Mahomes throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Green 90. Green 90.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Changing topics here for just a second to look ahead to our Thanksgiving slate. You know, you got Chicago and Detroit early, but then, of course, Dallas late. And it's a rivalry game. They host Washington.
Yeah, and how great is that we're going to get that one on Thanksgiving, because they've given us some memorable ones throughout the years. And it's always interesting to hear just how intense this rivalry is, even in today's NFL.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D. Ford leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Hey, 5. Hey, Shell. Hard ball.
3rd and long. It's gone. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Needed that one.
On 1st and goal, Gurley.
Come on, Gurley.
Back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come.
Ooh, big play. Yes, sir.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially...
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Dante Fowler with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Yeah, put that.
Back now in Los Angeles. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Gone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reggie Ragland in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got
completion
and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards. And an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Come on, defense.
A toss play to Hunt. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
On 3rd down, that's Hunt. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
He'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second. They'll run again with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. He's back to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Chief, man.
Now a give to the up man. That's Sherman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Hunt, and he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
5. Hey, got three. Maverick. DC. 5.
One last throw here for Goff. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I'm coming back.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more